Hello, everybody. This is Pun. I hope everybody is having a great day. This is something I haven't done in a while. This is a Battlefield commentary. Something I can't remember, to be honest with you, last time I did a Battlefield commentary. But something piqued my interest here recently, and I want to discuss it. So, back in July, toward the end of July, Andrew Wilson, the EA CEO and director, had his annual stockholders meeting, and during his briefing, he mentioned some games that they will be releasing FY19. And FY19, of course, starts in October of 18. So he said, and I quote, "As we continue to pioneer for our players, our portfolio will expand in FY19 and beyond." Then he went on to say, and this is key, next year will also be a World Cup year in soccer, an added opportunity for us to innovate and engage our massive FIFA audience around the world. We will continue delivering for our Battlefield fans, including the next great game in the franchise, unquote. So, Andrew just went ahead and let everybody know that we will have another Battlefield game next year. So this is the topic of my conversation. What will be the next Battlefield game? So, what do I think the Battlefield game is going to be? Well, I'm going to tell you first of all what I don't think it's going to be, and that is going to be a successor to Battlefield 1. I don't believe DICE has had enough time to develop the next Battlefield that will be the successor to Battlefield 1. DICE Sweden is known to develop the mainline Battlefield games, and let's face it, they do have a fair amount of developers, okay, but Battlefield 1 just come out 9 months ago. They're currently developing Battlefront 2. I just don't think they have that many people to be able to be working on a totally separate game while they're still making content for, Battlefield 1. So here's what I do believe. I do believe that the next Battlefield game will be an offshoot Battlefield game, kind of like how Battlefield Hardline was, or the Bad Company series was, or Battlefront 2142. Now, what I also think is that we have been told already what the next Battlefield game is going to be. Okay, so a lot of people are speculating and are wanting a Bad Company 3 and something with Battlefield 2142, some theme of that. Okay, I don't think it's going to be Bad Company 3. I think it will be probably a predecessor to Battlefield 2142. So it will fit somewhere into the timeline of post Battlefield 4 and pre, Battlefield 2142. So why do I say that? Well, the last DLC, the Final Stand in Battlefield 4, gives us our answer, because that game was set in Russia or Siberia, obviously in the Arctic Circle. As we had submarines surfacing under the ice cap. We had these bases that are just covered in snow in the mountains, very cold, and we find these bases that are experimental. What do I mean by that? Well, these bases had experimental weapons, experimental vehicles, including a Titan that was in Battlefield 2142. And I believe that DICE has done this on purpose. There was a reason why they decided to go the Final Stand, and that was to tell us that somewhere in the future, not necessarily sequential in development, but somewhere in the future, there is going to be another futuristic Battlefield. And I do believe that this next Battlefield could quite possibly be it. I'm not willing to bet a paycheck on it, but it would not surprise me to come find out that they have developed a game that takes us post BF4 and transitions us into a futuristic type Battlefield series. So, Is everybody happy about that? It's probably mixed. I've seen a lot of people that look like that says that they would like to see something like that. I've heard other people that really want a Bad Company 3. What would I want? Well, I wouldn't. I never played Battlefield 2142. It was never really my thing. I mean, that was a weird time for the gaming clan I was in. We were playing Battlefield 2, and then we got called up in Call of Duty 4 and America's Army. So those were kind of our main games, and nobody was really interested in playing a futuristic shooter. Okay, we were looking at strictly military, current military type games. So we didn't play Battlefield 2142. I never played it, and I probably regret it because a lot of people said it was really good. But with that being said, I don't know if I really want 2142. I think personally I would rather see Bad Company 3. And I don't know how they would do it, but I would love to see a Vietnam theme or a Korean theme. And I don't know if they could do that with Bad Company 3 based on Bad Company's 2, era and time there. But I would love to see something like that, especially Vietnam. I'd love to see another Vietnam game, and a lot of people agree with me on that. But if they were to come out with a Bad Company 3 that was, that fell along the lines of the Bad Company 2, then, I wouldn't be upset about that either. But I really do believe, guys, that it will end up being a futuristic Battlefield game, strictly because of the Battlefield 4 DLC that they came out with. And, of course, you had all those crazy futuristic weapons and vehicles that we were playing, including Titan, which was, it was actually pretty cool to see that. And and like I said, I just believe that they had that on purpose to kind of give us a lead in to the next Battlefield game. And so we'll see. Probably won't find this out what the next Battlefield game is going to be till probably, I would guesstimate, if you know the timeline on how DICE releases games and releases information about the games, we probably won't see anything until March or April time frame, about the time the gaming conventions kick in and they start building up to EA Play, where they'll probably have some big reveal again, all that stuff. So like Battlefield 1, the big reveal was in May, followed that by EA Play, where you actually got to really play the game. So it would not surprise me if that's the same path that they take for releasing content and eventually the game next year. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that it's a more futuristic game in terms, or modern, I should say, game, as opposed to a World War I theme. I would really like to see Vietnam. I think a lot of people would. But we'll see. It'll be interesting. And so one thing I will tell you is that as discussions come up and as I find out more information about Battlefield 2018, you can guarantee that I will be releasing it on my channel, because it is a good topic to talk about. There's a lot of debate, and people are very passionate about it. And so, hey, passionate debate's good for the channel, good for growth. And so that's what I'm going to do, and I enjoy debating it. So anyway, guys, that is it for me. I do appreciate everybody listening to this channel and listening to the video. If you did like the video, hit that like and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it. And make sure, if you're also interested in streaming, go check out my other channel, The Frugal Streamer, on YouTube, and you can find out all the information you want about how to use various live streaming software and equipment to get your live stream up and running, and especially to do it as cheap as possible, or even free. So anyway, guys, make sure you check that out. Again, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll see you out there on the battlefield. Bye-bye.